Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, big storyline for this team here today is their running back chasing history. He has been so productive all season, and today, a chance to break the school record for single-season rush yards. He is heavily involved in the game plan, and I expect them here in the opening drive to get him the ball, get him some juice so he can run into history today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers' offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Ahmad Hardy, one of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And But that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie. Boy, did he put up numbers last time. Out through for more than 500 yards. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big...
Snags it, and he's open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback keep. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Missouri really moving on offense. Set up with another first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. This time he's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Mizzwho coming out with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Again, it's Simmons. Out wide left, it's Hardy. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Makes a catch. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll give it to Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Rodriguez. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds a man in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Baxter.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on second and short. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Turning it on. He's at the 50. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hardy. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Hardy. Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. All wideouts, no backs. Sends it back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Picked off, and he's got open room. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On third down, here's Baxter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Baxter again. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Baxter. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense... Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Simmons to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Flies to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st. Left side is Miller. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right side, it's Baxter. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Georgia taking on the #1 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The run inside. It's Barnes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Kentucky going quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing. You better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Barnes. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Caught. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Making the adjustment. They'll run it. It's Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Simmons just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to make one miss. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, there have been so many momentum swings here in this game, but right now it is all offense. They have been able to
makes the catch and he's free. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Left side is Gilmore.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's got the first down. And this... It's his, feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out wide right, it's Rodriguez. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the rip. Touchdown, Wildcats! That one will give them the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Simmons. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to throw deep right side. There he goes. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. The keeper on the option. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Under pressure. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Got the first down. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Wildcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Barnes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzwho has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Got his man in the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers are marching down the field. They'll move the tight end. Simmons on play action. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Hardy. He just carries it face long into it. Wall and has nothing to show for it again. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're all over him. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Rush right in his face. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He's past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Barnes. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Left side is Rodriguez. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put the... And he's in! Touchdown, Kentucky! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Goes high to pull it in.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Got it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. They want to throw it.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Simmons to the air again. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll go with Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Baxter again. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll run it with Baxter. He will not make it to the marker. Needed 2 yards, and he stopped behind the line. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Throwing Simmons. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of